set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Howell.
And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
2nd and 4.
And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
On 1st down, Howell. The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Commanders 0.
So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Howell.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin with career touchdown number 75.
And Washington has taken the lead.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone.
And running with power here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Powell going to audible to something else.
Slot man moves right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Powell down to throw it.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Powell.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Dolphins 3.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now.
Escapes the defender.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
23 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Ready, check. 18 rattling, 18 rattling.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw again. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Achane trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal.
They'll run it. Achane with it.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it makes the score 21-10.
Commanders 21, Dolphins 10.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now another shot here at the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
18, right here. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That escapes the sack. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Out of the gun now on third down.
That is caught, and he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
Loose inside the 30.
And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Now back to throw.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this is back to an 8-point game.
Commanders 28, Dolphins 20.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change.
I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp. And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That one downfield for Dotson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson,
66 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and 5. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Week. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Back to throw now on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Keeps himself upright. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 14-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, You don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. On first down, Howell.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Cam Smith.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
They'll take over first down 10 at the 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. One of the tight ends comes in motion.
They'll run. Achane.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon Achane.
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good,
as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Dolphins 27.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Second down throw for Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. Big yardage that time for Washington. 44 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do?
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Commanders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Wolf on now for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score. Commanders 42. Dolphins 27.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Now they go play action with Howell. Going right back to Dodson.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play,
and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Now Howell.
And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
The Commanders going to bring out the field goal unit.
This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration. So they're able to pick up 3.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Dolphins.
Back to throw again.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.